So, first of all, my name is Stein. I'm a professional photographer. I'm 24 years old, and I'm based in the Bay Area, Fremont to be exact. And I'd like to thank my friend Eric for bringing me out here for Career Day to teach you guys a little bit about photography, how I started, how you could turn whatever your passions are into photography. And Eric is going to be running the slideshow. You guys should pay attention to that because I guarantee you're going to recognize some faces on there. I'm sure you guys already recognize some faces already. Basically, ever since I was a little kid, I always liked taking pictures. You guys know at the grocery store you can buy the little disposable cameras. You get them printed up. That's really how I started. Just going on vacations, and my parents would buy me the disposable cameras. You take them to the grocery store, get the pictures printed out, and that's really where I started. And that progressed into getting a little bit more advanced film cameras, and you know, buying the film and getting it developed. And then towards high school, I still didn't even know I wanted to become a photographer, and I ended up taking 2 photography classes where I learned pretty much the foundation of where I'm at today. But at the time, I didn't realize that's what I wanted to do. And from there, I had to learn different techniques to develop film, which, to be honest with you, guys probably wouldn't be doing today because everything's digital. But after high school, I went to San Jose State where I actually met Eric. And I originally majored in radio, television, film with a concentration in video production. And something just hit me in that period of my life where I just decided I wanted to do photography. And basically that's what I do now. This is my career, this is how I make a living, and I love every minute of it. It's never boring to me. You guys just see some of the people I work with here, and it's a great time every time I'm out with my camera. So, how many of you guys got cell phones with a show of hands? Everybody almost, right? How many of you guys got cameras on your phones? Everybody pretty much? You can start doing photography like that. You don't need expensive equipment. You can take pictures, you really don't even need to know what you're doing. Just as long as you go out and take pictures, you can learn from that and how to frame your pictures properly. And the main point of photography is to capture this one moment in time. That's frozen forever. You can't change that. And depending on how you frame the picture and what you do with the picture itself, you're telling a story with just a click of a button, right? Me personally, I've had my work featured on album covers, DVD covers, magazines, billboards, flyers for clubs. It's published on blogs everywhere. And me, myself, I've been in people's music videos. I've been on TV. I've been featured in a magazine from Kansas City. So it's like I'm living a dream right now, but it's reality. And there's so many alternatives. There's a lot of kids choose to do bad things in the streets. You don't have to do that. There's a positive alternative for that, and photography is my outlet to express myself.
Hey, he had more fun than any kid in the streets doing bad stuff.
I seriously do.
Kid, for real.
I seriously do. I know I went to school with, like, when I was your age, I know kids who didn't excel in life, and they ended up in a bad place. But thankfully, I found photography, and it allows me to express myself, and it's a form of art. So, I'm just here to tell you guys that photography is an option. It didn't take me long to get to where I'm at. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of hard work you have to put into this. I mean, there's nights where I'm up all night working.
Just like any career where people get paid, they got to put in the work. You think Tom Cruise, Will Smith, you think they just show up? And I'm going to read the script right quick. No, they take that script home, they study it, then they go talk to people who are just like that person and follow them around and study them. Like, you ain't going to get paid a lot of money in no career. Every career is, you're going to have to work. But I would much rather do what Tom Cruise do, you know what I'm saying, or do what he do, or do what whoever do. And y'all, and me, him, most people say, I wish I could go back to high school. I know y'all heard people say that. Why do they say that? Not to just get on your nerves. It's, damn, because I take care of my damn business if I can go back to high school.
That's true. It's true.
And I can put myself in his position. Right. You know, y'all right there now.
And like you said, I didn't want to listen when I was your age too. Yeah. And I guarantee you, when you're my age, you're going to be telling kids the same thing. Yeah. Like, really pay attention in school because they're giving you life skills to help you one day do stuff like this. I'm not saying all you guys have to become photographers, but you could become your own boss.
Anything you like to do.
Right.
Get good at it.
You could put money in your own pocket. Don't get me wrong. Like we said before, there's nothing wrong with working. You know, if you got to work at McDonald's or Walmart, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a respectable job. But if you have the drive and determination to really stay focused on what you want to do, you could do something like what I'm doing. And I'm my own boss. I make my own hours. And it's, you know, other than really staying focused, it's not that hard to do. You're given free equipment. You might as well utilize it right now, right? And the difference between the olden days to now is film was expensive. If you messed up on a picture, you got to buy rolls of film. You pay for the digital camera and you could just snap. As long as your batteries are charged, you can just keep snapping.
Yeah, when I was learning, when I got in college and high school, I took photography too. We didn't have, it wasn't digital yet, you know, I'm dating myself, but we had to learn in the dark one. Y'all seen that on TV or whatever, where, you know, you see the photographer, you take the picture, and then you gotta go take the film out, put it in the water, and then you see what you got.
Right.
It wasn't no take a picture like, nah, I don't like that one, delete that.
Right.
It wasn't none of that.
Don't get me wrong, once again, these pictures you see, they're a little dark from the projector, but I had to do work on the computer as well. But
You work in Photoshop?
yeah, digital photography.
Well, my class at the time learning Photoshop. That's what they work for.
They're working.
So if you could just give an example of some stuff Photoshop stuff you did or something.
So that they're familiar with Photoshop?
Yeah, the ones sitting over here are. The other ones that took my class.
Okay, so basically, you guys have all used Photoshop, right? So when you take the picture, you put it on the program. What kind of things do you guys normally do to the pictures? What do you guys change? The background? You take the background out and you put a new one in? Okay. So, like with these, none of these I've changed the background, but I have to enhance the colors. You know, I had to put a border up here, put the logo in, and there's minor corrections. You know, especially on female models like this, they want their skin to be smooth, and you have to make minor adjustments.
And y'all know how to use the clone stamp. That's one of the things I was teaching y'all with that.
Clone stamp. I mean, if you have, there could have been a person standing right here, and you could get rid of them. Digital photography is amazing. You could create, even if you didn't capture exactly what you want in that photo, you could still create the story by adding things in. And
make it look super realistic.
Right. And that's a benefit of digital as opposed to film. It took a while for me to get to where I'm at. You see all these big names in there. I'm sure some of you guys saw Drake and E40 and Waka Flocka Flame. I had to start doing stuff locally.
Please pardon me for interrupting.
And as I built up the name of doing good photography, they called me now.
And I just want to alert all our students.
And this is an example of corporate headshots. You know, professional guys like your teacher here, or you know, bosses in big corporations. They want these professional headshots, and they will pay you top dollar for it. Another big part of the industry is baby photos. You know, when families have babies, they'll pay you top dollar to get these pictures. And on top of that, you're capturing memories. So there's so many different things you can do with photography. If you want to deal with musicians, you can do strictly musicians. You can do their shots for their album covers or their live performances. If you want to do weddings, weddings are very profitable. They pay top dollar because you know these only, well, granted they don't get divorced. These things only happen once in a lifetime. So they want those memories captured forever. Modeling shots is another big part of the industry. But you can really do whatever you want with photography. So I don't know if anybody here was interested in photography before I came, but hopefully I sparked some interest in you guys. And just remember for the simple fact that you don't have to limit yourself to one subject. You can do anything you want with photography. And, you know, it's definitely a career. It's a lifelong career. It's good money. Granted, you do good work and you have a steady clientele. And you can really manage yourself. You don't have to listen to anybody. You have to work with the client, listen to their wants and needs, but you can really become your own boss.
But they're paying you for that, so why would I trip?
Right.
If you want to give me $1,000 to pay me, okay?
Right.
You better pay me and go somebody else. I take that $1,000 and go take a picture in a nice sunny whatever, or you know, and it don't have to always be photography. I mean, it don't have to just be. You work around people who make a lot of good money doing other things, having fun. A lot of kids here, they put themselves in a position where When they're 28, they're like, damn, I can take pictures like that. Like, man, why ain't I doing that? It's hard to do it when you're 28, but he started when he was young. You know, like, y'all seen the kid walking around taking pictures all the time with a camera every time. Y'all be like, this fool crazy. He always got a camera, such and such. Something wrong with him. When he's 28, it's like, damn, but how you get that job?
Right. And I know how it was. There was somebody standing in front of my classroom when I was your age trying to tell me things I didn't want to listen.
I don't want to hear that shit.
You don't. Everybody's out trying to have fun and, you know, do what youngsters do. But I'm encouraging you, just take it from me that if you do start young, I'm not guaranteeing this, but you could retire at a young age.
For real.
You really could. You know it's a good feeling? When you make so much money that you can take care of your loved ones. You can take your mom and dad out to dinner. You can buy your little brother or little sister, you know, new video games or new pair of shoes. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, everybody talk about that.
And in photography, you can also do that. I truthfully mean that. Now you can make money with that person by doing photography work for them. Like I'm sure you guys recognize who that is right there.
No, you're cool.
Right, that's Kendrick Lamar. He's probably one of the biggest names out now. I've had the opportunity to work with him. And I'm a fan of his music, but you know I can't get on a song with him because I don't rap. But I can do photography work with him. I wanted to come up here because Eric asked me to come, but I also want to help the youth and let you know that there are positive alternatives to the negativity you see in the streets. All you guys, I'm assuming, are from Oakland and grew up out here, right? You don't want to end up on the statistics. Art is a beautiful way to get away from all that. You can express yourself through things like photography. And ultimately, a photographer is an artist.
Oh, for sure.
Right. So just consider what I said. You know, if you can't, it's not in your budget to get a professional camera right now. Don't worry about it. Use the cameras on your phones. Take as many pictures. Who's that? YG?
He got the cat eyes now.
He had the contacts in.
Are them contacts?
You guys ever heard the song "Function"?
Yeah.
That was from that video shoot. That one right there.
Oh, I think it's faded or something.
All right, so give a man a round of applause, please.
Okay, so I'm good. You guys got Facebook?
They told me that was the first time. They wasn't gonna be able to come.